And we're here. Hello, everyone.
I have some ravioli that I'm going to be finishing, so I apologize for any lip smacking and bowl noises. But I had just my only chance to eat today, before I have a little fun later on this evening. So I need to belly up. Hi, everybody. Ooh, what kind of ravioli are you having, Jonathan? I'm having braised beef au jus.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. No.
Ravioli visible and
audible. Excellent.
Incredible stuff. Incredible stuff.
Ooh. Yes, I've had the costume forever.
Oh.
One big worm bite and a little bit. Oh.
So how did everyone enjoy so much more let's have a booba content than normal? I guess technically speaking, it was less than 20 minutes extra, which is a small amount in relative terms.
Very much different, but it was still a good time. I'm glad people showed up. I'm glad people participated. It was a lovely, lovely discussion. Everybody's just coming in. Such is fantastic.
Oh, I put that in the wrong.
Do you all hear? Jonathan said they asked, "What's this noise?" And there is a fan on behind me that I will gladly.
There's a fan on behind me as well. What sort of noise is it?
Okay. Oh my god, that is so much better. Oh no, that is
definitely
not
the notification noise. That's me. That's me copying and pasting things. Apologies. Oh wait, I did put that in the right place, didn't I?
Did you?
I just did the wrong order.
Oh yes, I see.
Okay, let's get that on screen.
Okay.
And also let's make this a reasonable size. So, last week we made some little things called Ignoratives, inspired by the category I think is originally defined in reference to Slavic languages. But I was reading a grammar of Kuktayore, and it seemed like a useful system that is slightly different to what we usually do, but relevant for what we needed. What was I thinking? Okay, so last time we sort of settled on these 5. This is all in the proto stage. It may well be that we actually want to switch over to yeah. Although that means I'm gonna have to make more notification sounds. Sorry, everyone. Oh, to be honest, do we monetize these streams, or does YouTube monetize them for us? Without us getting the money.
I think without us getting the money, or I don't think that I don't think there's enough ad revenue in the coffers, I guess.
Okay.
We do have a Patreon though. That's fun.
We do. I am going to. Oh wait, no. I don't know if it will like that or not. Let's see.
My browser has lost connection to the camera. That was weird.
My browser or yours?
Mine. No, I don't know what we just got new internet today, so I don't know what's up. It should be working fantastically, so I don't know if it is. Anyway, if it comes up again, we'll worry about it later. But I don't think it's going to be a too great of an issue.
Okay.
Yay!
Instead of sharing a PDF live, we're gonna look at some crusty screen grabs.
Crusty. They're not too crusty. They're not too bad.
Yeah. Okay. And so one thing is we don't have to. You don't have to do all of these. There's certain sections. Did I copy and paste the shorter list here? Yeah. So these are all of the things that Cook Tayora. I'm just gonna write it down. Cook Tayore. Oh, it's Tayore. Anyway. And this is a retroflex. So we definitely want to use them for interrogatives.
Correct. We're actively doing such.
Yeah. We are using them for indefinite pronouns, right?
Correct.
Okay. Relative pronoun, I think, is one of the ones where we're gonna like work on how that works. But it's probably a yes.
It's probably a yes. I think it just needs like some attention.
Free choice pronoun. This is no. Let me go and steal an example.
I think at least like how those A through G's are organized, like it's going in my mind from like common usage to like less common usage, or I guess you want to put it another way, like what is more likely for us to utilize in Tenira versus kind of like what won't be included.
I will say, I think that this one, for example, this is the whole section.
Okay.
Like, I think it's a curious one because, yeah, it means anywhere rather than somewhere. But this is from a hymn, right? So, like, the whole point is that you're not aware of the place that and they're translating he. I imagine this is he with a capital H. I would assume.
I'm assuming that as well.
But the idea is that you as the singer are expressing it as if you don't know the place that the third person argument will take you to. Which like I think would you be able to say in English where I will follow where he leads me? Like, I don't think that that's that different from I will follow anywhere he leads me. The sentiment is slightly different.
I think the only thing that it sounds terrible. The only thing I'm thinking of merit in this is the fact that it does like give that encompassing aspect of it. Like it could be like anywhere. But I think there's not too much of a difference in my mind between like somewhere and anywhere. It's just a matter of like
There is a difference.
There's a difference for sure.
And if
But
if we were translating, I don't know whether I would think to use this in this place if it wasn't laid out like this.
Yeah.
So if we just want to keep going through this, I would we can call this a question mark, but probably.
I think so.
So the rhetorical particle, this is the equivalent of the que in Spanish, as I understand it. So I'm just I'm not going to bother copying and pasting. Yeah, so this what cheek fat, what cheeks you have. It's kind of just being used as an emphatic here. And I don't think on some level, I don't think we would need it. But also, if you ask me to translate something, and it said, if I was like, what fat cheeks you have into this language, I'd say we could either introduce some sort of like final particles, which wouldn't be like out of the character of the language. It would just be I mean, that could actually make an interesting poll. Like, how do we do emphatics? Because I think that we have like a few different options in a way that like maybe isn't obvious otherwise. And also something maybe to sit with a bit longer than just how would I have to translate this?
Yeah. Like it does say at least here that it's only used with the thing or the what ignorative. But
no, it is, yeah.
Yeah. So like I so far, no, I'm how about this? That like it may be localized to just that one, but yeah, I think this one also is probably a question mark. But I would say maybe like possible. I don't think it's probable. I think it's possible to have these in this position. I think these next to the ones where I feel a little bit unsure as to what they're going, what they're kind of saying. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. This is like whatever, whoever. Oh, okay. This really does like have a lot of like semantic realm or like reach rather.
But the thing is, in terms of the way that our language works, it would make sense for them to have similar like scope, right? That's part of what makes it very tempting. When I saw this, it was like, oh, like it sort of would make sense that you could use it like this. These also, it's often used a bit like a filler word, and so because you can see it says like a dinghy or canoe or whatever, but it says dinghy and then you fill in the ngan and then the canoe, right?
Correct.
It's often used when you don't remember the name or the word for something.
Which I do like.
And yeah, I think that did I include the...
You did this apprehensive counterfactual.
Yeah. Like, something undesirable might have happened, but it was like this seems very specific. And I guess this is the other interesting thing, right? It's usually not used for negatives.
Yeah. Something
But
no.
it's cross-linguistically common for ignoratives. So.
Oh.
Interesting. And I don't think we have a reason for us to not allow these in negative situations.
I agree.
Okay, so having shared this with the class, I think we got into it.
I'm into the imprecision.
Okay. I think this is a bit too zoomed in for me, although let us know.
This free choice is very, very large.
And I think that it would, as you were saying, like one of the things is that you're obviously having to elicit a lot of these things, right? And the do I remember her name? I think the surname is Gabby. I hope it's not. I think it was Alice Gabby. Like she's having to like collect a whole bunch of data and then analyze it afterwards. So I think having maybe an example for each one of these maybe, is that doing too much?
It could be. I think just based upon kind of the examples that what were shown, it's also really heavily, but a lot of them heavily focus on the thing and the human. And I think at least for like a lot of them, that's where we could have like a lot of more examples, like more distinct between like things and the humans. But maybe like for like the interrogative pronoun or it's like the indefinite, we could kind of show off one of these lesser used ones here. Or like, even in like
thinking about how you would end up applying them though.
Well, that also two things. A, that kind of plays into a little bit of like, because we're not like wholesale like using like the exact like way that Kuktayore used it. For example, like we're not having some sort of like dubitative click on these things to make so that it's like an indefinite pronoun. It's just becoming unmarked.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
In Naira, as in many languages, the most basic use of ignoratives is as interrogative pronouns. The ignorative is used in place of the
interrogative question word.
No, because you can't put something in the place of something that wasn't there before.
Yeah.
The ignorative is used. The wording in the grammar is good, I think. Like to request a certain kind of unknown information. So, like what? Now this is where I think that question fronting does make sense, but it would be really part of topic fronting.
Yeah.
And so it may well be that like we have to like, I do wonder whether there's good examples where the question wouldn't be the topic, if that makes sense. So this is where are we swimming?
This is where are we swimming, correct? Or when, rather. When.
Okay.
Yeah, as someone has just said, if you have topic fronting, then expect to have question fronting.
So that would mean it should be...
That goes fine. Oh. I know. There we go.
And that would also mean this is here.
Oh, true. Thank you. Okay.
And also, wouldn't this be active?
It would be active. That was my what I was processing just now.
So when are we swimming?
I am also going to do how well how do you play this game, for example? I'm trying to think if that would be a nature version of how.
No, because that's not the... I mean, I guess I don't think that we have a I think we need a new instrumental preposition.
Yes, and
because we don't have a thing that asks about manner yet.
Yes. Yes, and we also, I mean, we do have our benefactive preposition, and we eventually need to create our benefactive and our instrumental applicatives.
But the instrumental applicative didn't win.
I thought both won.
No, there was one vote difference that only the benefactive won.
Yeah, I got
and I'm still bitter about it.
Oh my god. Okay. James. I love Wendy Williams as PA so much. Oh my god.
I think we should be able to say, when will you wear wigs?
Yes, oh
no, we won't do when will you wear wigs. We will do one of the next ones as an example of wiggery. And I think I've been showing everyone the wrong stuff anyway. Like we could do when will someone wear a wig? Although, yeah.
Does Bruno Mars is gay? Absolutely. That was, oh my god, I still remember. Oh, so good. Oh, I adore it.
Okay. I have two versions of the document open. That's what's happened. That's what's been
That's
throwing me off.
the shenaniganery of it all.
The level of unprofessional was
far too much.
When will some now does this make me wonder what the word for wig would be?
Okay. We can definitely do this. How crazy would it be if we had a verb for to carry on one's head and we added a long, thin classifier to that? Would that be crazy?
Oh, we aren't. Sorry. That was too much too soon. Okay. I thought that we had sort of settled on the idea that we were mostly going like we could just incorporate the word for hair.
We could. That is also very true.
I did like the idea of like carry on the head.
Okay, that's why I thought.
Would that not be something that carries hair on the head?
It's
like if it was like sits. Although then it would be it sits. One can't sit a head.
Okay, I gotta get rid of comments because I'm gotta focus. If it's sit, oh god damn it. If
no, sit doesn't work because it's not transitive.
It's I guess it'd be like hair you carry on your head. Either way, I'm not ignoring you, Jonathan, but like that just blew my mind, and my processing was fully devoted to that fact and not to like what I should be focusing on, because that is wild
on screen.
That is wild to me. That is crazy because I was gonna say that. Like I'm like, oh, peruke, like that's like the French word for a wig. I didn't realize that it was like periwig came out of that, and now it's this wig, and now Katy Perry. Oh my god. Okay, I have a funny story. So I went to the Pride Parade on Sunday, and it was great. I loved it. And a lot of like political parties were walking, and the only kind of like federal political party to walk was the Liberal Party. Of course, what's it called? Justin Trudeau would have like would have been there and would have walked, right? So like I like jokingly, I'm like, oh my god, it's Katy Perry, and like these like three girls are like, oh my god, it's Katy Perry. Oh my god, where is she? I'm like, no, girl, she's not there. Like, why would she be there? She's off doing other things. Like, but I'm like, that is that was so funny though. That was my little funny diatribe. That was not that funny. I feel like my stories are just like sentences and have like really bad plot. Periwig would be a great name. Thought. Oh, a word for to carry on one's head, because that can easily be a little rude. I will say, it is. Okay, great. I will say that it is nice to sometimes have like the count of how many like entries are underneath a given letter.
Mm-hmm.
There are some that are just horribly not represented, and some that are just like I think we're getting to the point where like, oh,
I had a little look for like inspiration, and the Mandarin is Jia Fa, which means like fake or false hair. Oh, and one of the meanings is borrow.
You're borrowing the hair, or
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
Jonathan, the abundance of T words honestly must be a reaction against the lack of coronals in the Tundra languages, because it became so extreme.
Yeah, it really did. I'm gonna get rude. Let's. I don't want to be too crazy.
I wouldn't hate the holds hair on the head as a meaning of like the like the base. Is a resident drag queen around for like wig expertise? Is that the wig cap?
Yeah, like the wig cap is what like hold it down in place.
Or I can never quite remember if the cap is the thing under the wig or the thing.
I think some wigs have built-in caps, but many folks will just like have the cap and then put the wig on as like the layer. It's almost kind of like a fishnet, from what my understanding is.
Mm-hmm. On certain point, I think part of it is that I think if we do expand it, it's more likely to be to other things that use the oblique case.
What if
I think okay. I think we're thinking about a lot of things all at once. But
okay, before I'm going to thought out, do you think that an incorporated the word head incorporated with the word to bring could mean to carry on one's head?
I hate saying no to you, Miles, but I feel like I do it a lot.
I mean, like it.
You know what I mean, right? Like to carry on the head is not the same as to carry a head.
Correct, which is why like I was like kind of like not really into that derivation, especially after kind of what Sodan said. I just want to get the thought out, just because
but also, once we incorporate something, that slot is full.
It is full.
And so I wouldn't then say, well, just add like just stuffing nouns into the verb until the verb is so full of nouns that like.
So I'm gonna make it a root. As someone who lives on Ganekaha Kanaha territory, I do feel like it is somewhat important for me to learn some like Mohawk like words and phrases. Although like I don't know how much I'll be interacting with the community, but I do think it's important to like engage with that.
Okay, I love the land acknowledgement. Where has this come from?
From Jude's comment, I forgot that Kanyekaha is a language I'd like to learn where in native words you will not see labial sounds.
Okay.
Yes. There is a I mean, like it is a Mohawk reservation. I don't know what to call it, but it is a Mohawk reservation just across the river, actually. I feel like I'm gonna make it start with proto M. Go from there. No. Let's do M-I. What's that going to be?
This is sort of the issue. Well, issue is not the right word. It's a feature of the stream is that not everyone's watched all. When I calculated how many minutes it took us to make Bookers, and this is only on camera minutes, I was like, oh wow, like this is actually like not that it didn't feel like a lot of work, but I think because we had a better time doing it. If I'm being honest.
In terms of what? In terms of what?
In terms of my emotional well-being.
I mean, like, our emotional well-beings have, like, utterly been, like, mine's been in the trash recently. But, like, I'm making that a root. That is a root. Okay.
Maybe that's the wrong metric. But, like, I think that I felt like I kept messing things up. Oh, the tangents are just tangenting.
The tangents are tangenting, but they get it.
We need to untangent ourselves.
I have a root
anyway,
already.
The whole point. It's trying to like explain decisions that have been made like 20, 30 episodes back. And being like we like the noun incorporation isn't even like a productive feature of the language anymore.
It's not. So I do have a root for to carry on one's head. That is now a root.
Okay. We're just trying to get to wig.
Okay.
And we said that carry hair on one's head. I mean, it would make more sense anything as a patient, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it could be that we do have to, like, we could do it potentially with your original feeling, which was if we go up to classifiers.
Yeah. And
or down to classifiers. So, like, if we did the inverse of carry on one's head, that would make it carried on one's head. So that would make it Lee something.
it would.
Have you put the noun? Have you put the form?
Yeah, it's right there. It's be shoot.
Chunky. Mishrut. It feels like a Hebrew word for something, but
it honestly does.
I'm trying to think of the one that I think it sounds like, but I don't want to be wrong in front of all these people, including Jonathan. But I feel like it's like 2 changes away from anything that would actually be something. Anyway.
Oh, I hear you're saying, yeah. I think now that I'm like, because it's Li Che is a stylist because it's the pull for writing. But I don't know if that same semantics can apply here. As you said, needing for it to be like passivized.
Well, then we just do the nasal mutation.
Yeah. Okay. I think my trepidation in that was like, if
also, would you group the forms that are derived, Like, would you put that in Lee still? I think we would, right?
I would put that in Lee. I
Okay.
think
The other Lee word hasn't gone in here yet.
it has
but,
not. No. I think where my head is at in terms of like passivizing it is that, like, theoretically, what if, hold on, maybe you know what? I'm going to ignore my little booples. And just, I think it's okay. I think if it isn't okay, we'll learn about it later. Yes. Great.
The responsible answer is figuring out your mistakes at a later time.
It is. How are we going to pluralize this?
Okay. Do you I'm gonna put the poll up. We completely forgot to talk about the poll result.
Indeed.
So we're gonna do this, and then we can reveal the results. We can have a chat while I do the entry. So basically what happened was we were working through some stuff, and I realized that there was going to be a learn. I think it was with an initial retroflex T, and I was like, oh, this is kind of weird. Like, I didn't think that this was a thing. And then I proceeded not to include an example with an initial retroflex T. So that's on me. I went back and watched the clip where we decided this, and I think we realized that if we did this any one of these ways, we would both lose something that we liked, and we would but we would also like make our lives harder. So I gave I think 4 of the most logically consistent options.
Yeah, I would say so.
So, and to be fair to both of us, like, I think that we liked the edge cases, if we're being real. So
yeah,
Miles was like a fan of total assimilation.
Yes.
So I think the big issue for me with this one is just that Kurt, obviously, like, Kurt does go to a retroflex like, not that unusually, but to go from atta to acha, I don't know, but it's fine.
Yeah, it is fine. I think this wasn't the form that really like conjured up a lot of the issues. It was more so these like latter ones that were kind of doing it in a little bit. There is like something chirping.
This one for B is an issue. I did
that
not
one for B is no. I despise that. I did not want anything to do with that whole like
But that was a result of the reflex. To be very honest with people, it was probably a bad example, because if it was not geminate, it would have come out as just atta.
It would have.
But it's because this becomes the glottal stop, which then affects the R. So
then promotes it. Yeah.
To change things around now, especially with that rule, it would change a lot of outcomes, which wasn't ideal. So anyway, then this was the one I voted for in the end, was C1. This was basically settling on this idea that they learn things perfectly, and like the sounds shift based on the fact that it would have been through contact. I don't think this is actually how contact languages tend to work, but I like the idea. And I think it's, I will zoom in even more so that you can see the wonders of
It's truly a Klingon's dream.
Is this in Klingon?
It's not, but there is like the LHAB and there is like the ga. So I mean, like it kind of just like melds into that sort of like alien feel, so to speak.
I don't know. I think it's kind of cute.
I don't like I no I don't like it. I do like it. I do.
I know that it's like a bit of an odd choice, but you know, you could analyze it as a like as an allophone of a glottalized T with the retroflex L. Like I think that there is analysis work as to whether this is truly phonemic, but we would have to have treated it like that. And just want to check. Yeah, no. So speeding quickly. Basically, the way that this poll worked out, like a lot of polls, there seems to be one option that does very well, and then other ones people vote very across the board. It may not look like it because of the split, but I hope you don't think this was cheating, Miles.
I didn't realize it. Yeah.
Like these two, like I checked with Miles before I did this. Like these two are like spiritually the most similar, and they like I had wondered about doing A and B as like a A1 A2.
Yeah.
But they didn't really like work out the same. Like throwing the R in mixes up a lot more. Yeah. I guess it would have worked out the same in initials is the main difference. Oh well, we gave people the poll that we gave them.
Correct.
As much as I do not respect the results of the Brexit referendum,
well,
I must survive the consequences.
But there's the thing in how this, according to how the poll is written, a form of option C won. So theoretically, we have the ability to choose between C1 and C2, whether we do want that put out or not.
I'm willing to concede this option for the convergence because I think that it is the closest to honoring the will of the most people.
I would also agree with that.
We do get blah. I think that like unless we were to lose the initial blah, like the blah, the dental one.
And again, that will only show up for like loans starting with a retroflex L mutated in a oblique fashion. So it's not going to show up like crazily often.
No. And I was glad that Atta would stay as Atta.
Yeah. I think part of me was itching for a little bit of romanization reform, kind of spurred on by this. But I think as we were
it didn't work out. That was the thing.
No, exactly. It did not work out whatsoever. So I think that like the C2 option is I'm glad that it has won in our hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Yay. Okay, that makes things like heckin' easier.
Okay. So we will I think we need to like we've got what 40 minutes left. I don't want to end the stream not having figured out the
ignoratives and how they work.
Yeah. So the strings carried on the head, the wig. Okay.
Yes.
Beautiful. So when is going to be Daegu again?
It is?
Yeah.
I don't think we have. And then I'm going to make sure, because you're showing the share screen.
Okay.
One.
This does then raise the question of whether like wear a wig, like are we gonna have like one verb that means to wear? Because I remember getting into this before, and I think that Japanese and Korean have given me completely unrealistic expectations of exactly how many verbs for to wear there should be. Because they each have really specific verbs for these. But also, I think that wigs and things on the head is often different to things on the body, as far as I'm aware. Like, I think in Romance languages there is a distinction here between like ponerse, like to put on oneself, versus vestirse, like to dress oneself. Like I think it's me pongo. I'm gonna say las gafas, which is very Spanish of me. But oculares, is it oculares? Or is that Portuguese?
No, Portuguese is oculos.
And then there's also las lunas.
How wild would it be for the word for to meet be a word for to wear? It would be a lot of L. To meet, to have that like semantically be widened to like to put.
I don't love
it. Okay.
Sorry, again, saying no a lot.
No, don't be sorry. I'm just thinking of words we don't have to worry about, like making something like on top of something else. If we
let's have a little look.
Yeah. Some scrollos.
The thing is, like, we don't have that many words yet. Like, even though we've been making a lot, we really don't have like a lot of the very basic verbs, which would like, I would be fine with just making a verb which means to wear and saying.
Lovely. Ugh. Jude, I'm so sorry. I understand the struggle of that. I don't want her with a nasal. Or a B at that point. Let's in honor of Jonathan, let's make it a T word. T. Make more T words for Jonathan. Let's do T A. How quick? T.
Sorry.
Nope.
It's not. We have lots of them, and it's not like K where they come from two different sources.
That is true. What about T-A, like, is T-A-L-Q crazy? That's going to be talc. The powder. I don't like that for to wear.
Actually, to be fair, we have an even huger number of K words.
We have a mathematical K words, and I've been very diligent in like avoiding. Okay, I like this. Taze. T-A-Z-I. Y'all, I swear sometimes I have to do the alphabet song, and it is embarrassing. But like,
to be fair, I made us use a very weird version of the alphabet for the proto.
Yeah, that was crazy. I mean, it still is crazy.
But what else am I meant to do?
No, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just, like, verb. Is it an active verb or is it gonna be one of the quirky subject verbs? Not an exclusive verb, but like it's gonna behave like to be asleep, to wear, or to be worn. No, never mind. Nope, active verb. To wear something.
I think that like you make an active choice when you put it on. I mean that could be the distinction, which would be like, I don't know.
Like to put on clothes versus like to have clothes, like you, like I'm wearing a shirt versus I'm putting on this shirt.
Yeah.
Well, actually, right now that doesn't matter because we do have somebody wearing something. So it's going to be already a transitive, or it's going to be some sort of like ergative statement anyway.
Let's just leave ourselves a note.
Yeah. Ka-chow.
Because I do think that's an interesting distinction. It would mean that like it would be, if it was like to be worn, then it would be stative, and then to put on would be the ergative, which I do like. I think that's a good idea, like an interesting idea.
I do like it too.
Okay, so the stative, which is to rest something, slash to be worn, and then marked with quirky subject, and then with ergative, and I don't want to be using length marker. 2 1.
Here. Love. Where are we? Ka-chow. Yay. And this is a z. Yeah. And then
so you're forgetting the oddly V2 nature of the language.
Hold on.
So
yeah. Okay.
Let's go with this. So when, where, future, somebody, wig. And I think we do need to do the thingy, because otherwise the wig looks.
The basis, yeah.
I mean, I don't hate doing these together. I think it makes sense as segmentation, although it's probably wrong. But, you know, what's wrong with being wrong sometimes?
Sound, I don't understand.
Okay. We can make more examples later. Let's just make sure we have one for each for now. People will know that my interest in the Baylor shells stemmed from this example. Claimed short novel from 2009. Do you want the shot?
Pronouns, which, when used in this fashion, are combined with the subordinators.
This was one of the things that I think we had to like check out for ourselves, because the example in here, I think it sort of like, it doesn't have a explicit subordinator, and there's a question of like how much they would be like, what's used where, well, the slash by.
Yeah, correct.
So like, I don't know if there are classic examples for subordinate clauses. I always think of like I like the what words for, let's not reinvent the wheel. I like the persimmon that you bought yesterday.
Okay, gay.
I realized.
Thank God we made a word gay.
I was like, Miles, that's kind of a weird thing. I was in my head calculating the gayness of buying persimmon.
The queer yearning to go fetch a persimmon.
To return to persimmon. Yes.
So for those to kind of catch you up on the joke that the verb to like is going to be an experiencer verb, i.e. that it will have an oblique quirky subject. And for the first person exclusive minimal, that is gay. Is that on purpose? Kind of. Are we glad it is? Most assuredly so.
Oh, with who zoomed out now?
Oh, I got it.
No, I'm back in.
Locked and loaded.
Okay, so what's to like? Or to be liked?
Oh, John.
Short vowel?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. First one is Kalip.
It is.
So right now we would probably do subordinator by saying, well, we didn't see the buying of the persimmon, so it'll probably be p.
Probably be p.
Then bought is b.
Ah.
So buy. And I think that it's affecting the parent situation, so it probably is a liak.
Yeah.
Also, we don't have a word for yesterday, but we do have a word for today. So maybe there's a way to quickly derive the word for wait, if we did it with so today is based on this day. If we did it as that day, in theory, that could lead us to I don't know if I love the idea of tomorrow and yesterday being the same, but it would make sense with that derivation.
I think it would make sense. And I mean, like, with the ok being there, you already know that it is yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's work out what that would be.
It would be that plus, is it, it's F something.
Yeah.
Is it F schwa?
It would look like Davy.
It would look like Dav.
Dav.
Oh, the gay of the village. That show is still so horrible, but it had its moments, I will say. And for those of you who don't know what show I'm talking about Little Britain with Matthew Lucas, who I cannot stand, and David Williams, who I don't know what he's up to today. It
Something
had
evil.
Something evil?
No, not today. Tomorrow.
Yes, thank you, Jonathan, for sharing my opinion. Like, objectively, the worst Bake Off host. Period. Objectively. Where are we at? Relative Davi.
I thought at one point we were gonna lose the final close central vowel. Although I think we just I don't remember why. And maybe it was the fact that we could get clusters of 3 consonants. That was probably it. We can get some truly terrible clusters. And it's kind of iconic. Oh, do we know what this is now? This is not Dichpa. This is from.
No, it's not
anymore.
Thought me.
But wouldn't this just become Nipa? This is going to become a glottal stop. I need to stop tangenting. I must stop tangenting. I think it's going to be this.
Just hold
on. Okay, so Dav. Although that then goes into oblique.
Mother. What is it again? Is it the D or the...
No, because it starts with N. So Nav.
Wait, I misunderstood what you were saying is in the oblique. It's this one in the oblique.
Yeah, so it's Nav.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Let's save some space by doing this, and then
and then we can add our little doodle. Shite. And this would be thought.
No, thought is done.
No, I'm saying thought, as in like what's going through, like, because it's the.
No, this is. I thought that to start with, we were gonna show them what we currently have, right? So basically, see, I think that if we reduced when this is used, like there is a version of this that makes me think that this could be. Well, I guess if we were going to do when, in theory, you could use the how much / when, although not ideal. Like this comes from the place classifier, right?
It does.
And so so there is a version of me that's like, maybe it does make sense that you swap this for ma, and it's like, you know, it's like, I like the persimmon, the one that you bought yesterday.
I think we're reaching a stage where both of these pathways are becoming valid ways to express the same thing. I think whether you use pe or whether you use ma or ba in this case, I think it's going to convey the same meaning. I think the only thing that I could potentially find a difference in is if that this triggers like the V2 like order, and then with the ignorative, it doesn't trigger that swap in syntax.
But this is still a subordinate. Like,
I guess so.
it isn't even V2 at this point. And V2 is also not really. The main thing is just that the focus is always initial, and the order otherwise reverts.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then maybe
I think having both the licit, like, it's kind of funny. Would it sound licit to you if I said in English, I like the persimmon what you bought yesterday?
no, but that's the only one where it would sound weird. Like, I like the persimmon that you like where you bought, yeah, or like.
No, I like the place where you went yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. Or like, I like that friend who you brought.
To me, using what there actually is fine.
Yeah, I think we just reached 2 valid points of like entry for this.
And I think it could also be one of the interesting things here is that obviously the put emphasizes the like
How
the put has the evidential spin on it, whereas this is a bit more neutral. Although this would also be bad, wouldn't it? Because it's from, it's gonna match this, right? Or am I? Is that the right way to think about it?
Yes.
I'm curious whether there's something in here that will help us with this. So, ignoratives may also function anaphorically, either to link an argument of the main clause with one in a subordinate clause, or to connect reference across clauses. I guess that is an interesting idea. These could both be licit in this situation, but you can imagine where like, I'm trying to think of a different example, like one where like if it was I gave the do you have a word for frog yet?
I think so, actually. Oh, we have. No.
Okay.
We were thinking about having a word for frog, but
let's just I gave the wig I gave the wig to my brother. Do we have brother yet? We have some sister. I gave my wig to my sister.
There we go. Hey, sister.
Like, this is gonna sound weird in English. I gave the wig to my sister, which I bought yesterday.
Where are you? Oh, right? Yeah.
So, obviously, I think in standardly, you would move the subordinate clause, right?
To here.
To here.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it sounds like you bought your sister. But
yeah. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
Yeah, in theory, I'm here. It's less obvious, but like you could be like gay, and then I don't remember. We do have a word for to give, don't we?
Yeah, it's like hella small. Hold on. It's like ah. It is ah. It is. Yep.
So gay li. I'm just gonna go and copy it.
Droi, or would it be bong droi, or what's bong something?
Well, you can just say it with the
with then it's Royi, ROYI, I believe it what it was. Yep.
So droi.
Yeah, droi.
I was already in it. Okay, there we go. Li mishe droi. And then if you say
this is where it matters.
Babilia
all that business. Yep.
We had talked about this before because it comes up in on Grand Bank, is the question of whether I think they talk about it specifically in relation to is it adjectives? But
it's
anyway,
with relative clauses, it's not adjectives. But yeah, this is a licit statement that's fully clear.
Yeah, like I think it helps to include a comma, although like it reads weirdly in English, but this is in fact, you can tell that it is the wig that was bought rather than the sister.
Yeah.
And I think that this is like an interesting thing that has come up. And it's also interesting specifically because the implication here would be that like it would not be possible to have the subordinate clause here immediately follow the modified argument because it would change the meaning of the because it would become very ambiguous.
Mm-hmm.
Like essentially because things are undermarked, like this would mean like you probably wouldn't have two oblique arguments.
You would not, yeah.
But this would be something more like I gave the wig
that, right? Which I got.
I gave the wig that I bought that you bought yesterday for my sister. And I think that we could say like gave, if you say gave away, like you don't have to have a another argument there. I do think this sentence, it's a bit weird because if you say that this was bought yesterday, it implies that the giving was also recent. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
So you're saying like it could be like gay liak, and it would still, yeah, it would still make sense.
Why are we doing who I bought yesterday?
Well, I'm showing the distinction that you could say this if you wanted to. That it is wrong.
Uh-huh.
But it's also like, if I bold it, it won't make too much difference.
I think it is useful. But this is also more like that I think using that here is like, this is the more natural
parlance of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where the second example shows that would convey to a Tenaya speaker that one sister was bought rather than the wig. Yeah.
So Jonathan's asking a good question. Why not say I gave the wig that I bought yesterday to my sister? I'm trying to figure this out. Anyway, I do want to add the liak in. And it does make me think that maybe this isn't necessary, but the thing is, I don't know. It feels like it's required to my sense. So I gave
recent past. I gave the wig. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Jonathan. I think we are trying to kind of either A, make it fit the word order while still kind of
Yeah,
hearing
I think that we for this, I think we should do a literal, and I like because this still doesn't read correctly, right? Like I gave the wig.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment. And parenthesize this little doodle. Yeah. Short. And yeah, Jude, that is very true in terms of not having anything queer come up during the last ring. Unfortunately, usually in any of our little things, there will be a little thread of queerness always dashed in there. So nothing to worry about on these fronts.
Well, the thing is that we were both involved, and neither of us made the choice to quit things up.
That is true. But like at least the text that I got, there wasn't really truly anything to like queer up. Other than any like sort of like boop 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 like culture stuff that I would have probably added, but I don't know. But like if we're the ones who are creating it, it's going to be queer, period. Everything we touch is queer.
I am really into the idea of doing a curse language that's super strongly following gender binaries, but on different levels.
Yes. I mean, like, I know
I guess that would be a queer critique of whatever it was.
Remy's first venture into Conley, when they kind of realized that it was not for them at first, was trying to have a dom sub alignment, where there was a dominant and a submissive like noun gender and stuff like that. Just so lovely. Whoa. John said that the example they used in a sense in the video was with the fully non-binary part of pronouns is like why can't I talk? I swear. I feel like I'm like running in my lips. Polari.
No, the masculine words are gonna be in katakana and the feminine words are gonna be in hiragana.
Yes.
But I need more than just that. I need to figure out all of the genders. And I think I want them to stack. Like that's one of the big things.
Case stacking? No. Gender stacking? Absolutely.
Okay, we're gonna do the poll on emphatics, right?
Yes. On the rhetorical specifically, was it?
Well, I was gonna say we either like have rhetorical ignoratives.
Yeah.
Which is like the what do you call it? Like it's the equivalent of the Carico que grande, like the and then what in English? What joy?
Yes, exactly. What joy.
Versus I'm quite curious what we know about the like development of like final emphatic particles. What is this? The moth?
My facial expression.
Yeah.
At first, yes. At second, kind of figuring out, I just did a dumb Google search for emphatic particle, and it was really stupid to do. The third is that like part of me did not view this whole paper helping in that regard, and that's what confused me. I thought something.
Which paper? Oh, did you find a paper?
No, Jude's toilet paper. I didn't find paper. No, I did a really bad.
I was like, you Googled it and you found a paper immediately.
Oh,
I was like, wow.
No, I just searched emphatic particle, which I knew was not going to get anything of great use or note, and I was like, why did I bother searching for this right now? And then just looked up the tab.
I think we can try and find like a. There's part of me that's like, well, what if we did both? Although, I don't know. I think it would be good to have examples for sure.
I agree with that. I'm always partial
to trying to be better about examples for polls.
Yes.
And
yes, Jude, I had thought you had rubbed something on the wall from the toilet paper and not actually smeared the moth like in and of itself on the wall.
Well, should we say goodbye?
We should say bye. I have to head out very soon sometimes.
Goodbye, everybody.
Yeah, thank you for coming.
I feel like this is more like applause, isn't it?
This is how I say like hi to babies. Like, oh my god.
Oh, the moth never existed.
I'm so intrigued. Goodbye. I'm so intrigued by this moth.